It's TheEricVolpe, and it's time to get interested in our Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This Wi-Fi battle is round 3 for a Kiwanis Run 66's tournament. I do have round 2. This was round short, and I had to get something up, so yeah, you guys see round 3. Spoilers, I won round 2. So, my opponent, I really didn't know what to expect out of the scene, but I know Solilopy could really deal with anything okay. And he was Arcanine. I'm like, alright, I'm just going to play a safe game. Arcanine could be really offensive, and I don't need Solilopy, so I'm just going to play safe Earthquake. Knowing he can't kill me, but he could Flare Blitz, but I'm thinking maybe the recoil between the recoil and Earthquake could kill him off. However, he subs, and then close combat. And I'm like, in that close combat, there's nothing, this thing has no defense investment, so I'm like, not EV train, question mark? But I asked him, he said it was, so, yeah. So, no, again, not trying to overpredict or anything, knowing that this Pokemon has some use because nothing else seems really quicker. I go for an Earthquake, he goes into a Bronzor, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll get one layer of each Spikes up. One layer of Spikes to deal with Arcanine, and another layer of Toxic Spikes, because nothing else seems other than Brewing Gyarados and Bronzor will want to stay up home. So, nothing will really rack up damage. So, one layer of Spike is a lot more helpful of Toxic Spikes. He Gyro Balls, it does a good chunk, and then he thinks the Earthquake kill, it will be enough to pick me up, but it isn't. He hits me down to 10, which is enough for my Swarm, so I get a 50% increase in that Mega Horn, so that thing does a chunk. This thing doesn't have any, I think this thing has attack investments in it, I don't remember to be honest. It should, it's too frail to take defense or HP. So now, I go into Alakazam, knowing that I can safely Shadow Ball. If he wants to switch into something, take it. I'm quicker than everything on his team, so I'm good. He goes in the P2, and I'm like, let's see what it wants to do. I'll sub. Sadly, he does get the Magic Guard, which is good for him, because at least that means he won't be taking toxic damage. However, I sub, I catch the T-Wave. I'm like, okay, let's just Focus Blast. And I hit it, which is really good, considering I hit the 2 Mega Horns and a Focus Blast now. So I'm like, hey, Lady Luck, keep rolling those 7s, because I need this. I really need this. He T-Volts, obviously enough to break the sub. Porygon 2 does not have anything close to lackluster special attack. However, I do miss the Focus Blast. Luckily though, since this isn't a download P2 or anything, I can easily take that T-Volt and fire off another Focus Blast. And Lady Luck says, sure, you can have it. So, 2 out of 3 Focus Blasts, that's pretty good. Normal, it was a crucial miss, so it's all good. In this situation, he goes on Doug Trainer, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to sub to see for the Sucker Punch. Because unless he's Scarfed, he's not going to have anything quicker than me. Then he Night Slashes, and I'm like, I'm risking the potential Scarf here, but I do have things that could easily come in on this, even if it is Scarfed, and just get a kill. Real easy. So I sub down, he Night Slashes, and then I just Psychic hit. Because I know I'm quicker, because I'm timid, max speed. Now he goes out in the Brewing Gyarados. At this point, I'm like, I don't want anything to get maybe burned. I don't want anything to take something stupid. Just going to stay in Shadow Ball, get some damage on this, a Toxic rack up. It'll bring it down to under half, and that's really good. Because between the Toxic and the Shadow Ball damage, that thing is, I'd say, close to 45%, even after the leftovers. So Toxic is doing its damage. I go out into Sharpedo, knowing that I can easily crunch. Even if he goes into something resistant, I will get my speed boost, which means if he didn't have anything on his team quicker, I can now deal with it. However, he goes out into, obviously, an Eviolite Machoke. Sadly, looking at the damage, I'm like, oh, Waterfall will kill, because it's same base power, not resisted, stabbed, Life Orb. So I was like, alright, it should do about double the damage, plus Toxic. I don't know, he said he looked at about 10, that looks really close. Yeah, really close. So that sucks, that really does suck. But, what are you gonna do? Hacks his hat. That's not even hacks. Luck is luck. And Number Generator decided to say, screw you, giving him a better score. And he kinda deserves it. So I go into Pharaoh, again, knowing he really can't deal with my pokes. I can bait out Arcanine. It lives the spikes, which I'm like, oh, I should just set the other layer, but whatever. I can switch out into Heat Train, knowing even if he close combats, it's still my game. I just want to get them. I still want to waste Pharaoh because Pharaoh can easily take care of Brewing Gyarados, and he gets his leftovers. I get my Flash Fire, and then he takes Toxic damage. So Arcanine goes down. I believe if that was normal Toxic, he would be able to live that with like nothing, but he still would have lived it. which meant he could always CC, and I wanted to play around it more. So yeah. Brewing Geru comes in. Obviously, my Fire Blast does not kill it off. Makes me really realize how good Brewing Geru's special defense is. Yeah, it's resistant, but it's also +1 off a modest T-Tran, which has 393 special attack. So that's really wow. It says a lot about Brewing Geru's special defensive capabilities. You know, then again, Ferrothorn's defensive. They're kind of like peanut butter and jelly. So that was a really quick game. It was a 3-0 on my part. It was a tournament battle, and I thought I should post it. Round 2 will go up. Round 2, I believe, was a 4-0. Still a decent battle. It was one of those matches where it was like, once, like, good plays were made, but however, it slowly got there in my leniency. And looking at the team, the type of team that once I get you down, I just hammer you and hammer you and hammer you with my offensive core of Alakazam and Sharpedo. But then I have the Crest, I almost called Heatran brand, Crest, Heatran, Rammus, Ferrothorn core to keep up the defense because they cover each other perfectly on maybe like one poke, I don't know. And then Skelepi gets up those hazards that you're going to be switching a lot, and if you don't have the spinner, you're going to regret not having it, and not a lot of people are actually trying to tech in that spinner for their team. This team didn't, I believe the other team I played didn't either. No, they did. They actually teched their spinner, which is good. Alright, so that was a good game. I'll catch you guys later. Until then, peace.